And camera B
Okay.
is just about set. Camera B's good. Camera A is good. How you doing on audio?
We are good.
You good?
That road okay? Not too crazy?
Good boy.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Okay, remember, you watch your shadows. Don't raise it up above it.
I think we're good.
We are good.
Patty, you're just gonna look at me.
Okay. You go away.
You gotta ignore all these guys.
I'll ignore everything. Okay. I'll ignore these guys. Okay.
All right. So I guess let's first start out. Tell me about what you do here.
Well, I'm a self-acclaimed junior sports handler, coach. And what that is I actually help the juniors from ages 5 to 17 handle their dogs and training them a different dog sports.
Okay.
And we started out in agility and obedience, and we've gone into rally, which is an obedience obstacle course. We do a little bit of fly ball. We've done a little bit of dock diving. We've done a little bit of therapy dog work. We've done some freestyle, which is obedience to music, and the kids have actually really enjoyed that. So that's pretty much what I do. I pretty much do whatever the kids want to do.
How'd you get started?
I have a young lady that mom came to me and asked if I would, she was really interested in learning the different apparatuses, and I told her I would be more than happy to help. And then before I knew it, I had 2, and then I had 3, and now I am up to about 8. So all by word of mouth. So it's been fun.
And so it's called Southern Utah Dog Sports. I mean,
Yes.
tell me about how Southern Utah sort of plays into the bigger picture here.
Southern Utah played in the picture. There's not very many places down here that actually do any of the dog sports in a organized arena. So everybody was on their own and did their own thing and had to travel for it. And so my understanding is the founders of what we call Southern Utah Dog Sports for short is SUDS. They found some property and started a mini club, and now it's a big club, and it's getting bigger and bigger all the time. So
Why do you do it? What's the payoff?
the smiles that the kids give me when they accomplish something that they didn't think they were able to do, along with some of the dogs that come in with them, are just as wild and crazy as kids can be, and they learn. And so that's my goal. Is just I enjoy dogs. I enjoy kids, and what better avenue to do it and have them all in one thing. So that's it.
Can you say that one more time? We had a car drive by
Oh,
when you said
okay.
that.
What was the question again?
Just the last part. I enjoy kids.
Yeah,
and
just
dogs.
that last part where you said, I enjoy kids, I enjoy dogs.
I enjoy kids. I enjoy dogs, and so what better avenue of mixing them all together? It's fun.
Who benefits more from this type of a training, the kids or the dogs, or is it mutually beneficial?
I would say it mutually is benefit for them, because the dogs get to really socialize with the families and the kids. They really actually bond together very well. It actually helps dogs stay in their homes. They don't end up in shelters because they are obedient. And basically when they get done training here, they go home and they sleep, so they don't get into trouble. And that's probably the biggest key to a dog being obedient is you've got to work their minds, not necessarily physically. It's mentally that you need to work also, and it actually gives them both.
I mean, when we talk about agility, are we training these dogs to potentially, have that potential to go to like a dog show or things like that?
We have a couple of juniors that are really actually looking forward to actually competing, and so yes, and even if it's just for fun, they want to go and actually run the courses and see what they can do, actually maybe even get a title. That would be gravy on top of what they want to do. So, but yes.
And tell me a little bit about dog therapy and kind of how this leads into that.
Dog therapy is it's actually pet therapy that we actually do. It's a animal assisted therapy, so the animals aren't getting the therapy. The therapy is coming from the animals to the human, and that's one of our programs that's going to be going, we're going to concentrate on this year in the summer. Is we have some juniors that are going to go with us to the retirement centers, and so with that they have to be certified therapy dogs, so they have to do their obedience, have their aperture, which is their temperament tested, and all in all it's a big thing that they can do long term.
Can I have you stop for a sec?
We need to swap out batteries with this one. This one said half.
It's lying.
That's why we keep spares.
Foxy.
Speaking of well behaved,
Ah,
doing all right.
Can I have you kind of repeat that last part?
If you're jumping around everybody that
You feel like that was an important question. Okay. We are rolling again. Good.
So then, what's the benefit of pet therapy? What does pet therapy do?
Well, pet therapy is really a whole new story, and we can go from one extreme to the other. But in short, it's a way to take the animals into the retirement centers, even the hospitals. We've even gone into schools, help with reading programs. It just puts people at ease. There's documentation that when we take them, for example, if we take them into the hospital, we visit with the patient, and they are put aside on. They forgot why they were at the hospital. The dogs bring that natural nature into the hospital scene, and it takes them out of their ailment. It's documented that it lowers a person's heart rate, lowers their blood pressure. They'll take less pain medications, and so all in all, it's just a good way just to kind of calm people and get them out of their ailment, and they forget about where they're at. And then, so that's in short what they do.
So this is sort of not more or less a new thing that you were kind of experimenting with, getting into. How many dogs or how many pets have you gotten to this point?
In the junior handlers?
Sure.
With the pet therapy?
Yeah.
We actually have 2 very interested that are actually in the process of already done a workshop. We have, I've had phone calls that we might even have a whole classroom full. So right now it's an unknown number.
Okay.
So.
But it seems to be a lot of interest there.
A very lot of interest, yes.
Okay.
In the juniors and everything.
Okay.
All the way to even the seniors. So, but it's a lifetime passion that I've been doing, and I love it. So.
Well, and that's right where I was going to go. On a personal level, tell me about.
Let's wait till this guy passes.
Gotta have those manly trucks.
Yeah.
On a personal level, tell me, what is it that you love about doing this?
From the kids to the dogs to the people we visit with the pet therapy, they all give me smiles that are worth $1 million, and that smile is what I'm after. And it really is mind-boggling of how sometimes you come and they're people just, they have frowns on their faces, and before they know it, they have big shiny smiles on, and that's what I do it for.
Have you always been sort of involved in pets and dogs and things like that?
I've always been one of those ones that if I had 100 acres, it would all probably have 100 different animals. So we, with that being said, we do actually even have a rabbit in our family that is a therapy rabbit now. And so, yes, I'm a all-around animal lover. So.
Yeah, that about does it.
One thing I would have her add is talk a little bit about Southern Utah, a tiny bit more.
Okay.
Maybe describe it.
No, that's true.
Describe your experience down here. Describe it how you see it.
No, we do need to.
Okay.
We do want to tie in Southern Utah.
And then I'd like to hear her passion a little bit more. She's got so much passion for this dog loving stuff. I don't understand it. I mean, help me
You
understand that,
Where does it come from?
Yeah, like how'd you get into loving animals? Maybe. Talk
Well,
about Southern Utah and then go into loving
okay.
animals.
The Southern Utah community is fabulous. We have people that want to give back all the time, and I'm actually just maybe paying it forward through the kids. Kids love going out and giving back too. There's lost in my train of thought.
Just why is Southern Utah special to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you like living here?
Okay, why I like living in, do you want me to put that in front of it? Okay.
Restate it. I like living in Southern Utah. Or I love this place because.
I love Southern Utah because of the weather, the scenery, and actually the people. I grew up in Las Vegas, raised my kids in Cedar City, and once got them raised out of high school and that, I wanted warmth. So we're back here in Southern Utah. We didn't want to go back to Vegas, ugly Vegas. The scenery is absolutely gorgeous here. Hiking, the opportunities of getting outdoors are phenomenal, and that's what I like about Southern Utah.
And so then talk to me just a little bit more about this passion that you have for animals. Where does it come from? Where
Well,
does
the passion
where does this drive
from animals is, I would have to say that started from birth. So I've had
Let's have you repeat that. My passion for animals.
my passion from animals I'm going to have to say, came from birth. Always had animals around me growing up, from dogs to pigs to horses to donkeys to just about anything that moves. If it's an animal, it's got my love. So dogs in general ended up being the best way of having animals in the family, is because they're so much easier to take care take care of kids and family all at the same time. They become part of the family. And how I ended up with these two is that after a big break in not having dogs because of loss of old age, I actually semi-retired from the company that I was working for, and I think I'm busier now than I was when I was working. The walls started coming in, and I said it was time to get another dog. And before I knew it, I didn't only have one dog, I had two. And then I have three. The third one is, my other passion is, I like helping animals, so I usually have a foster dog somewhere around, and I have one right now. And people ask me, well, how do you foster and give them up? And that's kind of a way of being able to help. I put them in with families that will take care of them, and then I can go on to help one more. So I help one at a time. With the 2 dogs that I have, or my personal ones, I decided I wanted to give back to the community, and what better way was to, when we were waiting for their ship date, 'cause we found them when they were 4 weeks old, and we had to wait until they were 8 weeks old. And during that 4 to 8 weeks old, I think every time my TV turned on, the channel changed, there was something about documentaries about pet therapy. Didn't know what pet therapy was until then, and we finally decided that somebody was telling me upstairs what I was going to be doing with my puppies that I got, and so they were actually destined to be pet therapy dogs. And we went from learning all about it to evaluating at their year birthday, which is the requirement that before they can register as a therapy dog, they have to be a year old. And so on their first birthday, they had that done, and then we were right in the hospital, full steam, and now 6 years later, we are building the program at the Dixie Regional Medical Center. Actually, it's the whole southern state region of the pet therapy, all the way from Cedar City to here. So,
What is the significance of this particular area? I mean, dog sports and whatnot, but why is this? I mean, you've got a teeter-totter here. You've got this little contraption here. It's like you've got a couple of bridges. What is the significance of all of this? What are you doing with this?
okay, as the Suds had grown from a 2-person, I believe a 2-person founder club, they needed an area to practice agility, to practice their obedience. A lot of them were